everybody I go like we. Still we irie. Come in no love likes. In a dancehall style. And everybody I go like. Still me irie. Come in no love likes.
Hey, what's up? My name is C, and my motto is to always expand your level of awareness and deepen your level of self-love. It never stops. Continued expansion. So in this video, I want to talk about meeting your needs. Yes, meet them. So the parts of us that we don't express, it goes to our subconscious side. So a lot of times in our childhoods, we had a certain personality trait that our parents did not approve of. So they told us, no, you cannot be this bubbly person, or you cannot be this singer, you cannot be this dancer. And so the personality traits that they approve of is the ones that you have grown to approve of. So you want mainly the most favorable parts of you. Like, okay, I'm a happy person, I'm fun, I'm loving. But then you also might be someone who's broken, who needs love, and who also wants to feel needed. So a lot of times whenever we have certain personality traits that we were taught that it was less than and taught to be ashamed of, like men don't cry, little boys don't cry, let me be quiet before I give you something to cry about, those type of things. When we suppress that, we grow up to be adults who also suppress a certain vulnerable side of us. So whenever we have parts of us that we have not yet grown to accept, and we push them to our subconscious side, we suppress them, but we forget that we're still carrying the energy behind it, and that energy and that need from that suppressed side will go out into the universe from our subconscious side, and the universe will find a way to meet that need. We manifest from our subconscious mind because that is where most of the needs are not met. When we are consciously aware of something, we make the necessary steps to meet those needs. That's just how it works. The universe also takes these steps to meet our needs when we are carrying desires even from our subconscious side, because those are unmet needs. And remember the rule that I told you in my last video. If you haven't checked out my last video, the universe always meets your needs. Becoming self-aware allows you to figure out what your true needs are so that you can meet them. When you deny and suppress your true needs, the universe will find a way to meet them. But you got to be careful in this case, because these needs will be met through other people. For example, a woman has a lack of self-love for herself due to some childhood trauma. She is so afraid to face her traumas and her wounds, so she suppressed them and pushed them to her subconscious side and continues to live her life. She becomes a vibrational match to a man who is also toxic in her adulthood, but she can only hold him to the same levels and standards that she holds herself, because that is the extent of her awareness. You ever have a friend in a toxic relationship, but she just still decides to stay, and you can't understand why she would stay in the same situation? Because you guys have two different levels of awareness. And so what you're aware of is not necessarily what your friend is aware of in her relationship, because she's judging her relationships and holding her relationship standards as the same as the standards that she holds for herself. So this woman stays in a relationship and ends up getting pregnant for this man. The manifested child is one way that the universe will meet her need. Children is pure love from source energy. So now this woman will feed off of her child's love to fulfill her lack of love for herself. This identity of being a mom will take place over every other identity that she has, including the one that she has for herself. This may sound like an issue for some, because motherhood is an amazing thing. And the point that I'm trying to make is not saying that it's not an amazing thing and that you should not take pride and joy in your children and the love that they're giving you, but it's saying that that is only one part of you, not all of you. When your needs are met subconsciously outside of you, you create a dependency that is out of your control. So the moment it is taken away from you, you feel as though you have lost a part of yourself. because you integrated this connection as a part of you. There's a syndrome called the empty nester syndrome, and it's really a syndrome where the a mother will go through, or a parent, whichever one, spent a lot of their years devoting all of their energy towards this one hat that they had, one person, one side, parent. And they give all their children all of that energy, and they completely forget themselves in the process. So when their child moves on and go away to college, and they're looking around the house like, damn, where my kids at? What do I do? Who am I? They really go into shock because that identity was taken away from them, and they did not spend any other time fueling the other identities, and even the most important one, themselves. We meet our needs for ourselves. We cut off the dependency for others and for outside factors to meet those needs. So deepening your level of self-awareness puts you in more control over your life, because now you're aware of what your needs are, the ones that you used to suppress and the ones that are rising to the surface now, and you can meet them. You're no longer that child that's been abused and broken. As an adult, it's your responsibility to take control and take responsibility for your healing. You can't put it on anyone else. It's no more running from it. It's no more masking it. It's time to take this step for you to heal you, because nothing in your outside world is going to get fixed. It's going to get better if you don't start with the seed and the root, which is you. You are the root of your life, and everything else is the branches. If we spend a lot of time trying to fix the branches, nothing will happen. You break it off, it grows back. If you remove one leaf from a tree, 3 more leaves will take its place. So that's not diving into the real root of the problem, which is you. So expanding your level of self-awareness puts you in more control of your life. And when you are more self-aware, then you have a continued growth and expansion going on into your life. Have a wonderful day.
When we mix a tune and drop it like a bomb, me no wanna waste guy a critique my song.